Good morning, good morning, good morning again, everyone. Welcome to today's second front load and another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We're going to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. In the description box, you're going to find a link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read. It's written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics, wherein they interviewed and surveyed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so-called behavior modification program. Matter of fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so much. They've threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. Well, folks, NeuroClastic has refused, so you know the drill. Please read that article and share it on all your social media. Also included in there is NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding in case the JRC actually sees through with their threat. Also included in there, the Ozarks' first article in regards to Agape boarding school, now known as Stone for Help boarding school situation, a so-called Christian-themed boarding school based out of Stockton, Missouri that takes in so-called trouble mill teens that has impending over 21 civil lawsuits, claims, and allegations leveled against it, all which have been substantiated by the Missouri Department of Social Services, and they include the following: sodomy, rape, sexual assault, child abuse, psychological and emotional abuse, child trafficking, starvation, and that's just for starters. You have one former staff member arrested by the FBI, another, a doctor, still on the premises with full access to the boys up on multiple substantiated claims of sodomy, rape, and sexual assault of the boys there. You have an attorney general too busy chasing after drag queens, trying and failing to defund public libraries, and generally failing at Photoshop to actually do his job. You got a governor off his nut who probably shouldn't do his job. Send help. Send help. Read that article. Share it on all your social media. Got the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign as well, including the link to what we are going over now. Hoya's massive archive on the subject. Jennifer Masamba's behavioral sheet of shockable offenses. A clip out of the 7-hour ordeal undergone by Andre McCollins back in 2002. The templates and the ever-present, self-explanatory, change.org, shut the Judge Rotenberg Center down petition. When we discuss the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of peoples with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, folks, please go ahead and use those headphones, alright? Alright, this channel, trigger warning, is marked not for children for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is very much advised, alright? Alright, so where we left off. Excuse me, allergies. Once the families consented to placement at the facility, they experienced varying degrees of understanding the details of the program, including the role of aversive interventions in their child's program, as well as their role in their child's overall program. In other words, it was probably glossed over. Just a 2-second pinch, that's all it is. Only if they're going to be self-injurious. So they lie their ass off. First impressions of the facility. The mothers of Andrew and Keith reported being initially impressed with the physical appearance of the school and the residences, especially in comparison with other facilities their children have been placed. Squeeze me? Excuse me. Are you trying to tell me that they found the bad, nightmarish Disney on an acid trip motif inviting? I mean, I guess to each their own, but god damn. Eesh. Gotta be nice. Gotta be nice, Tiff. Gotta be nice. Gotta be nice. Ugh. I'd rather be shot. Their first impressions were, however, colored by how neat and clean everything was, as if no one lived there. Okay, if your only criteria about a place looking inviting is whether it looks clean or not, wow. What other schools were these school districts showing these parents? How do you get to a bar that is so low that even a Disney acid trip from hell looks better because at least it's clean? I need to start sending everywhere brochures of Rivendell. Ugh. All the mothers except for Carla's were able to visit the program prior to their child's admission. Andrew's mother reported that the facility paid her train fare from a nearby state to visit the program. This is the guided tour. I'm not a mother. I'm an aunt, a very protective, crazy, cat-loving aunt. And I want to be seeing the things that a school doesn't want me to see. A guided tour would simply not be enough. Because if you're trying to ram Aversives down my throat, I don't want your brochure version of that barely little sting. I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not condemning the parents here, folks. I just want you to know that right off the bat, because this place schmoozed and railroaded them. Again, someone who's worked call center sales and is doing so as we speak. All I got to say is if we pulled the crap that these representatives from the JRC did, I wouldn't have a job anymore. Another practice that the parents found appealing was that the facility noted Andrew's mother recalled a phone conversation with her son. Oh, jeez. The time when he said, "Mommy, you got to help me. I don't believe you love me anymore, because if you knew what they were doing to me, you would get me out of here. And it bothered me so much I couldn't sleep." Referring to the GED, Keith's mother stated. Right before the admission was when they told me. I had them try it on me. I didn't like it. I was really troubled by it. I don't think they give you the stronger amount. It hurts, but I never thought that Keith would get to the point where he would be wearing it. See, folks, before you send your kids anywhere, I don't care if they are giving you the hard sell. I don't care if they're trying to railroad you. You stick to your guns. This is your kid we're talking about. You are their number one and only defense against corporate. You see where I'm going, Carrot, and I don't want to be banned off of YouTube. If it troubled you on its lowest setting, it doesn't matter whether they are going to put it on your kid or not. You yank your kid out. You convince the others to do the same. Okay? Are we clear? The JRC will try to find a way to get your kid on that device. Okay? And if they don't get your consent, they'll try to find a way around you. If they are making you sign that paper that says that they have the right to use Aversives, you better bet they are going to snap that device on your kid. I hate to use a Republican term, but if you're going to get red-pilled, that's the moment you need to be red-pilled. Okay? Yeah. So what are we learning here? Obviously, these folks go for the hard sale. Not just on the school itself, but also to coerce the parents to sign that consent form to shove the GED onto the kids. More than likely, although I can only have my own opinion on this, how I see that going is we can't even say whether your kid is actually even going to have the device on them or not. But just in case, if they get so aggressive or if they start harming themselves, we need this consent form so that we can help them stop. Who wants to bet money? I don't got a lot, but I'll bet money. Who wants to bet me? If your kid is calling you, telling you this, your job is not to immediately turn around and then tell the school that is making them feel like this what you said. That school has complete authority over your child. Understand and comprehend what that means. That means you have just reported, in spite of how troubled you are by it, what your kid was saying. While you're nowhere near your kid to protect them. Never do this. Do not drink the Kool-Aid. If your kid is telling you this, and you are already troubled by this device, your job as a parent is to get in your car and go get your kid before they take it to the courts and try to get substituted judgment and power of attorney. Okay? I'm going to close on that. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So folks, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye, everyone.